It's league leaders Fitzroy in the black taking on Pascoe Vale in the white as Fitzroy trying to get on goal early. Michael Chevello-Hantran with you from inside Series Futsal Arena at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, Melbourne, Australia. As you heard Mary Habik say moments ago, if Pascoe Vale can allow no more than 8 goals to be conceded tonight, they may consider it a moral victory against the league leaders Fitzroy. But somewhat of a depleted Pascoe Vale team tonight does not augur well here, Hart.
Not at all, though, but we've seen crazy and weird things happening. Last time they met, it was 9-2. So if they keep that again, that's actually going to be a bonus to them. That's considered as a 7-goal deficit. So if they can just kind of hold their structure in the defence for this evening and not allow Fitzroy to score, the 8-goal difference could be a possible outcome.
How will Pascoe Vale hold the Frascalzo sisters, Claudia and Deanna, in check tonight? A little bit of a different hairstyle from Deanna Frascalzo tonight. She's chosen to tie it up into a ponytail. It's usually free and flowing. Tanzila Sarati, number 9 for Pascoe Vale, directing traffic as always. Lots of experience there with Tanzila. Early free kick here for Pascoe Vale. Looks like Maurice Fekopoulos. Short ball to Sarati. Can they find a way to tug at threads of Fitzroy? This is one way to do it. Centered ball for Sarati. Just couldn't get a strike off for Scalzo. And well blocked out. Fitzroy really having their heels nipped by Melbourne Evolution, who came through in a close one in our previous game against Carlton. Both teams equal on 21 points coming into this round, with goal difference in favour of Fitzroy. So we don't expect Fitzroy to lose here tonight. We do expect them to add to that bigger goal difference, Han, and make that bridge a little longer for Melbourne Evolution. Shot on target there from Goodalge.
That could make a difference in the end when they do verse each other once again. It could be the championship or not. So Fitzroy can, when they verse teams like Pascoe Vale, to add to the goal scoring tally, it could really put a difference into who would win the championship. And it looks like it's a double pass for Pascoe Vale back to the keeper. A silly mistake could cost them the first goal of this evening for Pascoe Vale. Just can't let little decision making like that slip through, especially on a team like Fitzroy, where they 9 out of 10 times could really score from a set piece. We didn't see that in the last game, Evolution and Carlton, but Fitzroy against Pascoe Vale, they can draw first blood and get their name on the scoreboard early right now. No. Well done to Pascoe Vale. Deny the first chance for Fitzroy, and we see Lizaire back on the team squad. She did have a suspension last week from the Evolution game, so Fitzroy will be happy to see their keeper back.
Goodalge, the pocket Robert, had a wicked match last week for Fitzroy. She was a house on fire, throws it in looking for the head of Frascalzo inside the D. Solid start from Pascoe Vale. 4 minutes in, still 2 big goose eggs on the scoreboard. Svektopoulos tries to roll it to the right side. Chloe Dranotsky, the stalwart, the captain, the juggernaut, the powerhouse, whatever you want to call her for Fitzroy, brings the ball in. Christy Hanna, number 5 for Pascoe Vale. Hanna had a good game last week as well. We'll try and get on the scoreboard. Annabelle Mujanos, number 6 there. Left of your screen, now makes a run down the right. Irada, long throw out, met by the chest of Dranotsky. Goodalge, good ball. Irada did well. Mujanos. Lift over the top. Svetkopoulos. Mujanos. Comes to Frascalzo. I should say Goodalge turns and shoots, and Irado did well. Every week we see the confidence of Alyssa Irado climbing.
A very young player, still only 15 years old, so if she continues her form, Should be one keeper to look out for.
15?
Yeah.
Wow.
They started really young here at Futsal Oz.
But it's a school night, Han.
I think they struggle with the late games. The early games, they're good, but it's the late ones that makes it a bit tricky for the youngsters of the team, especially Pascoe Vale.
What are you talking about? Makes it hard for us oldies being so late. 9 o'clock, I'm in bed. The youngsters are all right. They go until midnight. It's us oldies, Han.
Okay, sorry.
See, I'm including you in that group. Us oldies.
Us, yep, as a collective. Thank you for pointing that out, Michael.
Goodalge, the header down. Here's Goodalge again. Svekopoulos does well. Majanos to the centre. Sarati. Svekopoulos again. I loved it last week how Marie Svekopoulos was constantly making runs into attack. She's very hard to deal with. That one straight to Friscalzo and straight into the net. Claudia Friscalzo gets the first one on the board for Fitzroy. The golden boot of 2022 has had a stellar season so far.
You see that the intercepted ball, again, you can't allow that to happen. And that ball swung in the opposite direction we thought was swinging in. And Friscalzo, dangerous toe poke. That's exactly what the golden boot contender does best. Let's watch that replay from a different angle.
Beautiful.
I think keeper went the opposite direction of where she thought the ball was going to end up.
Lizier, long throw, turn and goal! Daniela Goodalge, the pocket rocket does it again!
2 goals in a minute, and it was a throw from Elizabeth Eyre and went past Spectopoulos. Turn there from Goodalge. Brilliant turn there, and instead of Em Kabok being target and owning the D, it looks like Goodalge might be that contender for tonight.
Han, of all the goalkeepers in the league, the one with the best throw out end to end is certainly Lizier for mine.
Throw or kick. She can kick and assist from end to end.
The amount of time she can pick out someone in the D, it's usually the head of Claudia Friscalzo with pinpoint accuracy, like the ball is laser guided.
She's probably one of the best. She has so many assists, and it's just pinpoint precision. They can really rely on her. Very reliable goalkeeper to make those throws.
Goodalge is on a tear, causing lots of headaches early on. Daniela Goodalge, as she did last week. Diana Friscalzo going across to bring this ball in to Claudia, who'd made a move to the top of the D. Star-studded Fitzroy team, of course. Pascoe Vale, a chance for Christine Hanna. Just couldn't get the ball to sit down for her.
Iato got some tips from Lizier. Just make those long throws and hope for the best.
Galena couldn't bring it away. Galena. Friscalzo, Urado did well. Goodalge again! The pocket rocket has launched into outer space. 2 goals in a matter of minutes for Daniela Goodalge.
She's got her kicking boots tonight, and no one tagging her in the far post. Picked up the crumbs and went near post goal. That's going to be mine, and it's Dani Goodalge. It's her kind of positioning and her smarts, her intelligence of where the play is going to run, and without a doubt, just does not fail with that type of positioning and goal scoring. Wow, 3 goals and zip for Pascoe Vale. Good call on the timeout, Michael.
Let's take a quick break. Be right back.
Allen just can't reach out soon.
Oh,
And it's Josh Allen!
there it
Josh
is.
Allen scores! Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive. The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's the
worries,
yellow-
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here
Good
in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off,
Didn't give up.
and he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Is it going to be an early avalanche here? 3-0 with 14 minutes remaining. 2 from Goodalge, 1 from Claudia Frascalzo for Fitzroy. Frascalzo. Well cut out there from Galina. Daniela Galina, the tall number 4, has very much become the face of this Pascoe Vale team. Galina, you see her photo on the various social media posts and the pre-match, pre-game posters online. Great personality to chat to Danielle Galina. Taken there by Arado. Dama Georgie wearing the number 2 for Fitzroy. Nice move from Frascalzo. Georgie through the centre. And that was Marie Svekopoulos, of course, trying to make one of her dashing runs through the centre. Side ball from her. She's got Galina waiting to her left. There she is, Galina. And blocked out by Deanna Frascalzo. No Drunotsky on the court at the moment for Fitzroy. Long ball is there, easy to deal with for her. Well put out by Svekopoulos. Georgie. Turn, should be a goal. Well done by Arado, cleared it nicely. Met the challenge well there, Alicia Arado.
She sure did, and as a keeper, it's her instinct, and she knew in her vision that Claudia Frascalzo was just lurking there, so she went for it. Great decision-making from the youngster already. Youngster,
I still can't get past the fact she's 15. She's not even old enough to drive yet. Yet here she is in goal against the number 1 women's team in the country. Claudia Frascalzo, Deanna Frascalzo brings it down, and Arado's pressure again. Too much for Deanna Frascalzo.
Too much indeed. A bit of kind of bouncy ball there. I think Fitzroy, they're a lot better when the ball is in ground, but when it's in the air, they're just struggling a bit to find some positioning.
Svekopoulos plays it off the back of Claudia Frascalzo. They've steadied a little here, Pascoe Vale. Looks like a little limp coming off the court for someone there as Merjanos comes back on. Wonder if that was Vidura Bitterwid. Here's Drunotsky back on the court. Feeds it out to Goodalge. Just couldn't get a hold of it, Goodalge. Another change here for Pascoe Vale. Serrati comes back on. They need her experience, her leadership. Serrati to Svekopoulos. Svekopoulos out wide. The return ball too far, though, for Serrati. Dama Georgie brings it in. Tanzila Serrati. 2 great first names on the court at the moment that you don't hear much. Tanzila and Dama.
Very great names.
That is some good parenting. You've got 9 months and that's what you come up with. It should be a goal. It should be. It is. Well, Serrati could have taken it. She chose not to be selfish. And it's a goal for Pascoe Vale. An important goal. A goal to steady the nerves. A goal for Christine Hanna.
What a brilliant goal too, and unselfishly Serrati just brings it back to Merjanios, I think, and it's just that teamwork that we want to see Pascoe Vale, and this will boost up their confidence.
It's a nice save there from Arado. It's that leadership we spoke about. As soon as Serrati came on the court, within 1 minute, she's made an immediate impact. And as you said, she could have scored that herself. It was wide open. Chose not to be selfish. Okay. Chose to give it to Christine Hanna.
Yep.
Lovely. Well, Pascoe Vale have just put a goal on the board against the champions. Goodalge denied. Can Pascoe Vale do it again? Nicholas Parthamos barking instructions from the sideline. You do wonder when that transfer window opens up what Pascoe Vale can do. Arado to deny Dranotsky on that occasion. Dranotsky leaves it for air. Lizaire takes a shot at goal and it's put over the top there by Svekopoulos. Corner for Fitzroy. On comes Danielle Galina. Sarati. Svekopoulos. Svekopoulos makes a run out wide and closed down by Dama Georgie. Maurice Svekopoulos, apparently Hahn used to hate going to the beach as a kid because all the other kids would draw their names in the sand. It'd take them like a minute, and Svekopoulos would take about an hour to write.
By then, the sand
tide
was washed, yeah,
tide had washed in.
Away. Oh, no.
Well, good pressure again there from Galina and from Irado. It's been a while now since Fitzroy have scored. 3-1. A promising scoreline now. We are 7:50 away from the halftime break.
It's 14 minutes in when Godalj scored their last goal. So 7 minutes, that's been impressive here in Pascoe Vale standards. If they keep that up and keep it very low in the first half, it will bring on the second half.
Just no one up front assisting Galina on that occasion. Dranotsky hasn't had as powerful a night as we would have expected so far, Chloe Dranotsky. Still a long time to go, though. And if she starts to turn the screws and puts Pascoe Vale on the rack, big trouble for Pascoe Vale. Ball through the centre. Dranotsky couldn't meet it. Good crowd has come inside for this one. Second game of the season, of the round, I should say. Could be another goal here. It is. Claudia Frascalzo gets her second. It's 4-1 now for Fitzroy.
It was all from Diana Frascalzo when she's got that connection, the dynamic duo up front. She won that ball against Pascoe Vale, that forward pressure that Fitzroy applied time and time again. Just finds an empty, not targeted Claudia Frascalzo, and without a doubt, she does not fail to find the back of the net, and before you know it, Fitzroy's back on scoring terms.
Svekopoulos asking for it for her right boot. Wow, too long taken from Pascoe Vale. Turnover. Lizaire's got Georgie here to her left. Georgie centres it to Dranotsky. Dranotsky decides to go through the centre. Back to Georgie, a little too far from her. Svekopoulos goes down the line to Galina. Dranotsky. Pass too far there. Again, Dranotsky not having one of her better nights. That's not to say she's playing bad. She never seems to have a bad game, but by Dranotsky's standards, it's not her best performance yet. Here she is again. Leaves that one for Lizaire. Out to Georgie on the left. Dama Georgie through the centre. Given away, though, by Claudia Frascalzo, who scored 2 so far. Third coming. There it is. Hat-trick. Claudia Frascalzo. 5-1.
Claudia just makes it look so easy. She asked for the ball initially. Svekopoulos gives it away to a side ball, but again, no one tagging Claudia in the edge of the D. That ball from the side coming in from Godalj, pinpoint precision, straight into the head of Claudia Frascalzo. And the breakdown of defence coming from Pascoe Vale has cost them already 2 goals.
Han, is there any player in series futsal, and I'll say men or women, who knows how to use their head to score better than Claudia Frascalzo? She always does it off her head. It's amazing how many times she scores from headers.
There was one where she just came off a pack of players and jumped up, and the ball hit the angle, perfectly. I don't think there is anyone, men or women.
Yeah, I think she is the best one. Free kick here for Fitzroy. 4:15 remains. Is it going to be the pocket rocket? Gadalj. She has scored 2 already. Friskelzo has scored 3. Gadalj off her right. Trinoski being shadowed by Sarati, the 2 captains. Gadalj out wide. And there's another one. Beautifully worked. You can tell that is one that Fitzroy have worked time and time again on the training court. And it plays out to perfection.
Dharma Georgie would be the one to know exactly the gameplay. Been coached by Jimmy Zufas for a lot of seasons. Knew exactly her position. Got a nice touch, and it was a left boot too. So she'll be happy with that goal. Probably her first goal back this season. She was missing, I think, for about 7 months in total, and that's a long time in futsal terms. Let's see that once again. Gadalj, excellent pass through to Dharma Georgie, and just finds the far post. Nothing the keeper could do there as they go again, Fitzroy.
Kalina did well to beat out Dharma Georgie on that occasion. She goes off as they make a change here. Pascoe Vale. And there's another one. 8-1. It was Vidora Bitterweed who did go off limping before. She seems to be okay. She's just come back on. The number 7 with the pigtails tonight, Bitterweed. And here's a replay of that goal. Bitterweed on the court, trying to chase it down, but too much room given. And the ball put into the top of the net. Another one. There it is. Well, the onslaught has started up again for Fitzroy. They are coming thick and fast now, Han.
Yeah, they have. That 7 minutes that we gave credit to Pascoe Vale not conceding a goal and got one from themselves. In the past 4 minutes, they've just allowed Fitzroy to open up and have a bit more time and space. And 4 unanswered goals in 4 minutes is not telling the signs of what the remainder of the game will pan out to be.
Bitterweed out wide to Sarati, but didn't hone that one. 1:35 remains. Dominant first half as expected from Fitzroy. Was a nice window there though where Pascoe Vale kept them scoreless. Or I should say kept them a long period between goals. Almost another header there from Friskelzo. What has she scored? 4 this half already, Claudia?
Yeah.
4. Here she is again. Bitterweed did well. Hannah intercepted by Friskelzo. It's Claudia Friskelzo. Lays the ball off. Centered. Turn. Back heel. Another one. 5 goals, Claudia Friskelzo. Amazing. Found a way.
I think Pascoe Vale have already used up their timeout, but that backheel pass or goal in, just rolled it in. Claudia Friskelzo.
She always finds a way, doesn't she?
Whatever way it is.
When it's peak hour, you want her in your car because Claudia Friskelzo always finds a way through traffic. Look at this. She went to the back heel, didn't even turn. Lovely. Timeout. We'll take a quick break.
So yeah, Kevin.
Rogan and Allen. Unselfish play from Josh Allen. Meanwhile, he steals the ball. Rogan v. Gustus Rogan! Rogan! Scotty Rogan tried the dagger into the heart of Preston. He has done it. Through the veins of Scotty Rogan. Here he comes again. Baby off his line. Josh Allen makes it 4-1. Oh, look at that. Absolutely wonderful from Scott Rogan. Stolen. Here comes Rogan. Josh Allen. And it's another one from Fitzroy. Oh, Scott Rogan, a masterclass. Absolute masterclass. There's nobody else like him. The one, the only, Scott Rogan. 9-1. And there will be many, many more goals to come tonight from the champions, the league leaders, Fitzroy. There's another one. It's 10-1 for Scalzo. 6 goals already, Claudia, in the first half. I do wonder if that's some sort of record. 6.5. Claudia Friscalzo has to her name. A replay of this last goal. 10-1 as we go to the half. Fitzroy over Pascoe Vale.
In the Sunshine Coast, as we see Bezapur now. Oh, he does the Oopa Doopa! And Berat Bezapur with the Oopa Doopa. He makes it 2-1. What a finish that was.
The vocalist, he does a utility. He's got a country mile. The sub was atrocious. And he's just gone crackety pop, Oopa Doopa style, and put it past Jeremilo.
Look for a harpoon here.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
She does, and she scores. It was a harpoon into the net from Rebecca Davies, and we are tied 1-1. Wow, what a start.
What a response coming from Davies too. It was a free kick given, but that walk could have been 3-person walk because too easy. And I think it's the response.
Another goal.
Allen clears, Caro. Sewell, back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just
Allen.
can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There it
Josh
is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive. The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's a
worries,
yellow-
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Allen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Rogan and Allen! Unselfish play from Josh Allen. Meanwhile, he steals the ball.
And we're back second half of Fitzroy and Pascoe Vale. Fitzroy, huge half, 10 goals to 1. Pascoe Vale, second game of this evening. A few who missed the first game. Carlton, once again, nearly misses a win against Evolution. 4-3 in the end.
What are we thinking here, Han? We're at 10-1. What are we thinking for a final scoreline?
I'm not going to be surprised that it's going to double. I feel like Fitzroy, they've got their kicking boots on tonight. Claudia Frascalzo and Danny Gadelge, they're unstoppable.
6 in the first half alone for Claudia Frascalzo. It is unfortunate because the scorelines you see for much of this season don't reflect the blooming talent of Alyssa Urado. As an 11th goal scored to open up this half. Here it is. Floated in, outside of the boot. Beautifully done past Urado. Again by Frascalzo for her 7th now. It's that type of match tonight that might single-handedly win the Golden Boot for Claudia again.
Absolutely. She's counting on these types of games. And once again, it's her head that I think we were watching the replay and another goal happened while watching it, and she's just unstoppable. Second season in a row where she's got the Golden Boot. She's going to win more accolades than that. Best and fairest, I think she's won an MVP. So for her, she's such a reliable player that time and time again will at least score so many goals, so many.
By my count, Han, 8 to Frascalzo, Claudia, 1 Dranotsky, 1 Dama Georgie, 2 Daniela Gadelge.
Is that all that up to you, Michael?
I believe so. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-1, it does. It is sometimes hard to keep count when they come this quickly. And there will be more, folks. Maybe a 20-goal scoreline on the horizon. 20 and a half minutes remaining in this match. Frascalzo again, trying to blast off her left boot. One more game remaining tonight. We have Preston versus Melbourne Arcu in our final match. Dama Georgie closing it down on the far side. Don't forget to join us from 6:45 p.m. on Friday night for 4 matches of men's action. Put out there by Sarati. Big hello to Complex watching live on YouTube.
That was another one for Goodell. It's just right there, Michael.
Another one. I was glancing at my YouTube there. They keep coming. So Gadelge got her hat trick.
Wow, what a throw though from Diana Frascalzo on the volley. So Fitzroy scoring from every angle.
$13-1.
I think that's just another one that's come through for Diana Frascalzo. Iardo is actually...
I really am losing track here now.
I think she's lost it. She's not happy with what's going on in this game. It's been overrun by Fitzroy and her team. It looks like they've just given up, given too much time and space there to Diana Frascalzo. She looks like she gets her first for this game.
So according to WeFroth, we have Claudia Frascalzo at 7, Georgie at 1, Diana Frascalzo 1, Dranotsky 1, Gadelge at 4.
Okay, so it looks like one of the goals earlier we counted Claudia.
Yeah.
We probably could have given it to Gadelge.
So once again, Claudia Frascalzo, number 13 on your screen there for Fitzroy, 7 goals. Dama Georgie, number 2, 1. Diana Frascalzo, number 23, scored 1. Daniela Gadelge, number 19, has scored 4. Chloe Dranotsky, the skipper, has scored 1. And the lone goal for Christine Hanna for Pascoe Vale. Remember, the only thing that had Fitzroy leading over Melbourne Evolution coming in tonight on the ladder, there's another one, no, hits the up bar, was goal difference. And that goal difference is going to get a major boost tonight.
Absolutely. And last time Pascoe Vale versus Fitzroy, it was 3 own goals. So for them, little improvements. They're not scoring their own goals against Fitzroy, but they're not also stopping them.
You know what, Han? As much as we've said improvements every single week. Tonight, I've seen a lot of backward steps for Pascoe Vale. And it is unfortunate, but I've seen a lot of backward steps. I haven't seen that much improvement tonight. They've looked lazy. They've looked wide open. They are falling apart in the final third yet again. There's a lack of communication, a lack of gusto, and they have really just been put to the rack by the champions here.
Yeah, the communication one. I think the only person we're hearing from Pascoe Vale is
Nicholas Parthamos on the sideline.
That's right.
Svekopoulos here. Nice run here by Maurice Svekopoulos. Wow, that was wonderful. Great run off her right boot. Svekopoulos just didn't find the back of the net though. But they're the type of runs she can make.
Yeah, just breakdown in a lot of things. They're lacking a lot of things, Michael, tonight, Pascoe Vale. It could be their new, I'm not sure if it's new, but their kits are not the stripy usual kits that we see.
Could be the curse of the plain white kit. It's like they've waved the plain white flag of surrender. That one a little too high for Drunotsky. Sarati comes back on. Interesting change though for Svekopoulos, who was really one of the few who was actually moving forward with any gusto.
She's just run out of gas in the tank.
Steam, needs a break for a few minutes. So once again, Claudia Friscalzo, 7 goals for Fitzroy in this 14-1 romp, still with over 15 minutes remaining. We're seeing one of those periods again right now where Fitzroy haven't scored for the last 3 minutes or so. It also happened in the first half, and then they went crazy. They went bananas.
They just come in waves.
Oh, and that was a tsunami at the end of the first half. Throw there by Urado, back header. Hannah looking for help. Comes undone. Drunotsky out wide. Nicely done through the centre. Georgia leaves it for Deanna Friscalzo. Friscalzo feeds it to Drunotsky. Back out to Dama Georgie. Goodalge. Spoiled from Daniela Galina. Probably the tallest player on the court, Galina, along with Dama Georgie maybe.
Maybe your Svekopoulos?
Yes, Svekopoulos got some height as well. Hannah, the lone goal scorer for Pascoe Vale. Out to Sarati. Stolen by Deanna Friscalzo. Gerardo did well to come out and meet that. Sarati cleans up, but not enough. Now gets another attempt to do so. And Friscalzo tried to lift it over the top of Urado.
Just looking a little bit messy and wishy-washy here for Pascoe Vale's defence. They're just struggling to get it out. Fitzroy just happy to let things slide, wait for a mistake to happen for Pascoe Vale, and that forward pressure just dominates the game tonight.
Deanna Friscalzo off, this lady on, Claudia Friscalzo, scorer of 7 so far. The Golden Boot of 2022, on target to replicate that feat in 2023. Sarati. Drunotsky. Urado to Hannah through the centre to Galina. Galina turns, chance to shoot. Couldn't get any power on it though. Friscalzo out to the left through the centre. Galina out wide. Bitterwid. Young Vidura Bitterwid. Drunotsky squares it. Friscalzo tried to toe poke past Sarati. Looking for goal number 8, Claudia. Top of the D. Drunotsky! There's another one. 14 becomes 15. 2 goals for Drunotsky now.
That shot was powerful. Wow, look at her positioning in this angle too. Bam, left boot in the near post. Makes it look easy, Janoski.
Sarati. And the floodgates about to open again. Georgie for Scalzo. Beautifully done from Sarati to prevent that.
I think you hit her hand.
Might have been a handball. Did she lift her hand up to it?
Referee, we're quite far away, and Sarati's calling that it didn't hit her hand.
Let's have a look here. Oh, looked like her arm was out. Can we see that one more time, guys, please? Hit the bicep area, I think.
Yeah, I think it did, yeah.
She did lift her arm.
But it looked like it...
One more time, please, guys. One more time.
What's considered as the arm? What's the connection? Pectoral?
The arm rises in defense. It hits like almost the bicep armpit, front of the armpit area.
Probably need a slow motion of it.
Let's go one more time on that replay. Have a look at it once more. We believe it's like the armpit, top of the bicep. It's the right arm. There. Good capture. It does hit the arm, but what is considered illegal? Here we go. No. Well, definitely made contact with the arm.
Yeah, I don't know what...
Maybe too high or... Interesting. Either way, we're back underway. 15-1, 11:38 remaining. Can Fitzroy go to 20 goals? Doable. Trinotsky. Corner here. Georgie for Scalzo. Angle a little too tight there. Long throw out to the right. Galena, header, audacious. Lizier out to Friscalzo. Slicing through them. Pass a little farther for Goodelge. Hat-trick for Daniela Goodelge. I should say 4 for Goodelge. 2 Dranotsky. 1 Georgie. 7 for Scalzo.
I think if Sajcik is playing tonight on the bench, definitely put her on in a game like this. Don't think I saw her before, but Claudia Friscalzo, I don't think anyone would chase her for that Golden Boot contender. Amanda Rahab coming in second, 17 goals to 24 Claudia Friscalzo.
Friscalzo may have just sealed the deal on that after tonight. And 7-goal haul so far. There may be more from it.
We're going to play to the end, Fitzroy.
Oh, good save, Urado. And well done there from Galena. Urado did well once more. Trinotsky couldn't get a hold of it. Break on now for Pascoe Vale. Hannah for a second. And Lizier does the Van Dam splits.
Ouch. Without any knee pads too, that would hurt, and I think she's going to feel it, her crotch area. I think she's holding on to that.
Galena turns, twists. Tried to thread it to Sarati. Here's Friscalzo. Claudia to Dranotsky. A little lack of communication there. Dranotsky probably thought that Claudia was going to have a shot on her own. Dranotsky has a shot here. Just goes wide for the Fitzroy skipper. Under 10 minutes remaining of what has been an abysmal night for Pascoe Vale. We often like to look at the glass half full scenario with them, the improvements they have made, but tonight I feel has been one of their lesser performances. Even with some horrendous scorelines through the season, there have been glimpses of hope for Pascoe Vale. Tonight, only that one glimpse, maybe two. The goal from Hannah and a great run earlier from Svekopoulos, and that was about it. Urado's had some moments, the 15-year-old, not that moment. There's another goal. And there's not even any celebration. There's not even any reaction, because it is all just standard as expected work now. Look at this, far too easy. It's Deanna Frascalzo, open net.
Just a lot of ball watching coming for the Pascoe Vale side. That's what they've been doing all night. Just a different Pascoe Vale side we saw compared to the last game they versed against Fitzroy. I don't know what has happened since then.
Gadalj hits the upright. 16-1, 7:40 to go. There will be more goals for Fitzroy. Bit of width, throw in. Galena, too much on that pass.
So round 4, 21-2.
21-2.
That was probably the highest scoreline.
Could be broken tonight. I don't think we're going to see the 2. We may very well see the 21 again.
I think that's when Emka Pock was playing too, and I think she scored
a
lot of goals on that night.
No Kapok tonight for Fitzroy, no Steph Otto for Fitzroy. Gadalj waiting here. Here she is. Straight into Urado's arms. Svekopoulos stolen by Gadalj. Urado did very well. Frascalzo down the left. Blocked by Galena. Now it's Gadalj. That's another one. Daniela Gadalj gets her 5th.
Wow, how did Frascalzo manage to keep it into play and kick it to her teammate while she's being pressed? Let's see if we get a different angle of this.
Beautiful ball. Look at that.
While she's sliding towards the sign. That's crazy.
Foul called on Svekopoulos, so it will be a free kick. 17-1, 6 minutes to go. Absolute spanking. Timeout called by Fitzroy. We'll take a quick break. Rogan and Allen! Unselfish play from Josh Allen. Meanwhile, he steals the ball. Rogan v. Gustus Rogan! Rogan! Scotty Rogan tried the dagger into the heart of Preston. He has done it. Through the veins of Scotty Rogan. Here he comes again. Hayby off his line! Josh Allen makes it 4-1. Oh, look at that. Absolutely wonderful from Scott Rogan. Stolen. Here comes Rogan. Josh Allen. And it's another one from Fitzroy. Oh, Scott Rogan, a masterclass. Absolute masterclass. There's nobody else like him. The one, the only, Scott Rogan. So cleaned up nicely, through the centre. Rogan! It's a hat-trick now. Scott Rogan.
First goal?
Yeah, it was, and they just came out of nowhere and kept going. Like, but I think that's what it is, because they're the play that I've seen, obviously from them playing against them, they're high press, their rush. They do get into your head. They do try and they.
Oh! Speaking of heads.
Big hello to Mohamed Fataya. the goalkeeping panda who is watching live on YouTube right now. Free kick. Gedelge and Svekopoulos. Chance for Svekopoulos to run. Go, Marie! Marie. Would have liked to see her go alone through the centre. Friscalzo, unselfish. Served that one to Gedelge on a platter. That is 6 for Gedelge.
Oh, Svekopoulos with that last play for Pascoe Vale. She had 2 players on either side, and it's probably the best we've seen in this half for Pascoe Vale.
Another one. There it is. 7 for Gedelge. 2 in a space of a minute for it. So just trying to update my stats. 7 for Scalzo, 7 Gedelge. And Friscalzo handed her the 6th. Friscalzo could have scored that herself, the 6th. This is the 7th from Gedelge.
But also, if you watch the replay, Gedelge had to work with that too. She almost rolled her ankle in the process, but still managed to get up and score that goal. So she did still have to work hard for it, Gedelge.
Lizaire wants on the scoreboard too. She is the only person to not score tonight, is the goalkeeper Lizaire. 7 Claudia Friscalzo, 1 Dama Georgie, 2 Deanna Friscalzo, 2 Chloe Dranotsky, 7 Daniela Gedelge.
They should move her up forward. Just play
Why
fifth
not?
woman.
Why not?
And have someone go,
Yep.
go back and be in front of goal for her. I would come back and be like, I'll be here if the ball ever comes back my way.
Dranotsky. Claudia Friscalzo. Good work there from Murado. And even Mohammed Fataya commenting on YouTube, who's one of our great men's goalkeepers, of course, saying that this scoreline is not reflective of the talent that Alicia Murado has. At 15 years old, not entirely, certainly not her fault, this scoreline, because she has a lot of talent that will blossom over the next few years. But her defense just not serving her well at all. Dranotsky. Chance again. Svekopoulos straight into Dranotsky. Fitzroy win the ball again. Svekopoulos does well. Goes wide. Dispossessed Dranotsky. There's the 20th. It's a hat trick for Chloe Dranotsky. Well, we got to 20, Han. You were right.
Go to 20. If it goes over 21, it will be the highest score line this season. With 2 minutes with stoppage time,
I think
not
we'll get
impossible.
there. I think we'll get there.
You talk about Yado, like the amount of shots taken towards her and the percentage that she's saved, you got to give credit to her as well, because Fitzroy, they do not miss. All the shots that go her way are accurate.
No, if not for her saving so many shots tonight, they'd be 30 to 1 up. There's another one. 21. That is Friscalzo's 8th, I believe. Or 9th. 8th. Losing count here. Very easy. Look at all the room she's got. Ocean in front of her. Goes around the keeper. Beautiful.
Huge ocean. They're waving the tsunami. It's the Fitzroy tsunami, and
Yep.
said earlier, it's just
Yep, 8
Not-
for Claudia.
not stopping whatsoever.
There's going to be more here.
It's crashed through.
Another one. No, good work by Urado. 21-1. Oh, she was close in there. Bitterweed. Bad pass given away for Scalzo. There's another one. 22.
That flick through from
It's
Claudia, though.
it's embarrassing now, Han.
I think Pascoe Vale is happy to have the stop clock end. Is there a way to I wouldn't say postpone the game, but forfeit the game halfway through. Is there
Throw the towel in like in boxing. You're getting beaten up, throw it in. There's another one.
Is that something you could do
it's
in futsal?
embarrassing. It's embarrassing now. It's why I'm not yelling and screaming in commentary. You can't celebrate these goals because it's not so much Fitzroy being brilliant at the moment. It's Pascoe Vale just being shellacked. They're just wide open, giving away the ball. Another one coming. Georgie. Bit of wit. Clears it. Lizaire. For Scalzo. Here it is. Oh, Urado did well. 23-1. Have you ever seen a scoreline like that? Lizaire.
Not
Have a crack, Liz. Have a crack.
Go all the way. All the way.
Have a crack. That's
Keep
the
going.
girl.
Keep going. Stay there.
Stay there. Yeah, stay
Stay
there.
there.
No need to go back. So what if Pascoe Vale get a long one in? Who cares? Get yourself on the scoreboard. Look at Friscalzo. All the room in the world again. Galena finally got there. .28 seconds to go before Pascoe Vale are put out of their misery. Urado did well. Corner here. Goal. No, Urado did well again. It's the talent of Alyssa Urado. Once more, that scoreline not reflecting her talent.
No, she always puts her body on the line. She's the only player on the court right now that has not given up. She could easily throw in the towel. She could easily go bench me right now.
100%.
What, I don't want to be here anymore. This is not fun anymore.
23-1. Fitzroy solidifying themselves on top of the ladder. Still even points with Evolution, but the goal difference is insane. It really is.
Just puts up the percentage. Oh, Lizaire, come out. That's it. That's
the ball game, folks. An embarrassing night for Pascoe Vale, I'm sad to say. Fitzroy 23. Pascoe Vale 1. Rogan and Allen! Unselfish play from Josh Allen. Meanwhile, he steals the ball. Rogan v. Gustus Rogan! Rogan! Scotty Rogan tried the dagger into the heart of Preston. He has done it. Through the veins of Scotty Rogan. Here he comes again. Baby off his line! Josh Allen makes it 4-1. Oh, look at that. Absolutely wonderful from Scott Rogan. Stolen. Here comes Rogan. Josh Allen. And it's another one from Fitzroy. Oh, Scott Rogan, a masterclass. Absolute masterclass. There's nobody else like him. The one, the only, Scott Rogan. So cleaned up nicely through the centre. Rogan! It's a hat-trick now. Scott Rogan.
Yeah, it was, and they just came out of nowhere and kept going. But I think that's what it is because they're the play that I've seen, obviously from them playing against them. They're high press, their rush. They do get into your head. They do try and they.
Oh! Speaking of heads, Rebecca Davies with.
Welcome back, Michael Chevello alongside Dharma Georgie, part of the victorious Fitzroy team that just thrashed Pascoe Vale 23-1. Dharma, congratulations to you and to Fitzroy. And you know what? We called that an embarrassment for Pascoe Vale. They were horrendous tonight, and it really was just like a glorified training session for Fitzroy tonight, wasn't it?
It was, but to be fair, you got to give them credit. They come back every week, and you know they do well for being such young girls. But yeah, it was a bit of a training session for us, which is good. We need that practice. We need the goal difference. We need to work on the little things. So these games like this do help us a lot.
How about you? You're back after a long layoff due to injury. What was the injury that sidelined you?
I slipped and completely dislocated my ankle and a bunch of other stuff.
How long were you out for?
Almost 8 months.
And how are you feeling now? You scored tonight. That must have been wonderful to feel the feeling of exuberation as a ball went in the back of the net again.
Yeah, it was actually a fantastic feeling. I was really surprised. I didn't know how to react, but it was really nice.
And health-wise, everything's good now? Everything's healed? No niggling injuries?
No, nothing really. Just, the same old pain with the ankle, but it's not terrible, which is good. Yeah, it's feeling really good.
Claudia Frascalzo ended up with 9 goals tonight. Have you ever seen or been a part of a match where someone has scored 9 goals?
If I have, it's probably her. That's the thing, yeah.
She is crazy good. The way she can also the way her and Lizier combine, the long throw, the headers into goal. I mean, we were commenting about it during the game. It's remarkable. There's so much firepower on this Fitzroy team. Although it was an abhorrent performance from Pascoe Vale, what message does it send from you guys to the rest of the league about you wanting to win the title again this year?
Well, yeah, that's our goal. That's our number one, honestly, especially after the close game with Evolution and Carlton tonight. We were hoping for a loss for Evolution, but they did well and came back and won. But, yeah, it's really...
And it doesn't seem like the absence of Otto or Kapok have really stemmed you at all. It's still full pace ahead for Fitzroy.
Well, that's what it has to be. It's with injuries and stuff like that. When girls aren't around, everyone else needs to pick up the slack and do what needs to be done.
That's the secret to success, isn't it? For the men's team as well. That if you take off, Adama Georgie, you've got someone as good who can come on.
Yeah.
The men's team, you take off, a Scotty Rogan, someone can come on of equally good nature and replace him. So that's the key for Fitzroy, isn't it? It's the same with the women as with the men.
Yeah, that's how you need to play. You need to have a team that's the bench that's just as good as the starting lineup, really, to replace each other and do just as well when you go back on. Did
you manage to see any of Evolution's game earlier tonight?
I did. I saw a bit of it, yes.
What did you think? Because they look like the only real genuine contenders to try and beat the crown from you, though your goal difference after tonight has just gone way out.
Yeah. They're a good side. They train. They understand futsal, which is really good to see because a lot of the other teams, I guess, don't know the basis of futsal or don't have such good structure compared to, us or Evolution. So it is nice to see another team that's really striving to meet the futsal standards, which is really good to see. But at the same time, we don't like that competition. And we want to beat them and we want to win the league.
Final question, Dama Georgie in her return. Where are you out of 10 at the moment? If you were 10 out of 10 before your injury, what are you looking at the moment? Where are you?
Right now, I'd say a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much more room for improvement. We're already seeing you play awesome. And Mohamed Fataya was commenting on YouTube during your game, and he called you the GOAT, the greatest of all time. So imagine what she's like. A 6 at the moment. Imagine when she gets to a 10 by season's end. Dama Georgie, thanks for joining me.
Thank
Been
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
Folks, stick around. One more game to come.